I grew up in a community where women were expected to grow up, even if they did academic pursuits, eventually expected to settle down and start a family, except we weren't ever taught about family planning or contraceptive use or what happens if you have a sexually transmitted infection and you want to become pregnant. So, for the longest time, when answering the question of if it was safe for people living with HIV to become pregnant, I thought the answer was no. But it's actually not, and let's talk about why. Because there are several medically accurate ways that we can reduce risk and incorporate that with family planning as well. Like being on an antiretroviral therapy and having an undetectable viral load brings the risk to 1% or less than 1%. For those with a detectable viral load, the risk still isn't as high as I initially thought it to be. Increased prenatal, postnatal care, C-sections, and formula feeding instead of breastfeeding are all ways to reduce the fetus risk of contracting HIV. And there's more. Empirically, these strategies and methods seem to be working. That being said, there's still a lot of barriers and disproportionate effects of perinatal HIV. But progress is being made. But at present, family planning resources are only available to people who are at high exposure to HIV or living with HIV, which means that they are facing the burden of education and this information isn't available to everyone. And because fetus or infant exposure to HIV can occur during pregnancy, labor, while birthing, or post pregnancy, there's a way to integrate family planning into HIV services at multiple levels. Because there's a way to integrate HIV and family planning in one, let's make sure that education is equitable for all and not burdening people living with or experiencing HIV.